In this problem, we are going to solve the trig equation involving multiple angles. For problem 1, we solve cosine of 2x equals 1 over 2 if x is greater than or equal to 0 radian, less than 2 pi radian. Verify the answer graphically at the end. Recall the function y equals cosine of 2x has a period equals 2 pi divided by b, and the value b for this function is 2, so b equals 2, therefore the period is pi. For the interval from 0 to 2 pi, that tells us gonna be 2 cycles or 2 rounds of the graph when we say 2 cycles. So then if the 2x is between 0 and pi and 2 pi as one cycle or the period, that means x will be between 0 and pi after we solve for x. Now we look at the function that we have, which is cosine of 2x, and the equation cosine 2x equals 1 over 2. Let a be 2x. So we are solving the equation cosine of the a equals 1 over 2. The cosine value is positive. That tells us the a will be in the first quadrant and the fourth quadrant. Use the unit circle to help us out. So the unit circle for the first coordinate of the order pair tells us about the cosine value in the first quadrant. First coordinate is 1/2 and angle is pi over 3. The fourth quadrant, first coordinate 1/2, the angle is 3 pi, 5 pi over 3. So we can say that the A equals pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. And A is 2x. Therefore, the x equals pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. And recall x is between 0 and pi. That tells us we're going to find another set of the solutions for the next cycle of this graph. And put a note here. This for x between 0 and pi. So the next round, we're going to add another pi. So for between pi and 2 pi, we add another period pi on top of it. So pi over 6 plus pi, that's another solution. And also pi, 5 pi over 6 plus another pi, or simplify to be 7 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6 as another set of solution for the second cycle. So for the x greater than or equal to 0, less than 2 pi, we obtain 4 solutions. We're going to verify by using the graph. For the function y equals cosine of 2x, the property of this graph, we just make a list here as the amplitude, which is the absolute value of the a or absolute value of the 1 or the coefficient 1 here. And then the period, since we calculated earlier, which is the value pi, the 4 equal subintervals with the increment of the delta x is pi over 4. So the amplitude 1, this is -1, +1. No vertical translation, no horizontal translation, or no phase shift. So start from 0, and then the next one gonna be pi over 4, pi over 2, 3 pi over 4, and pi. So we get 5 key points for the first cycle of this graph. The graph of the cosine will start from the maximum to the intercept, minimum, intercept, and back to the maximum. And we can continue with the second cycle of the graph. To solve this equation, that means we're going to find the intersection points of the graph of y equals cosine 2x and the line y equals 1/2. So this is 1/2. So we draw the line y equals 1/2. We can see that there are 4 intersection points from angle 0 to the angle 2 pi. As